Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Strongman, where are you right now? Well, I'm actually downstairs. I have a guest in my one of three bedrooms. I have my room, the master bedroom. Oh, can we say that now? I have Strong Baby's bedroom, and then I have Strong Girl's bedroom. That's where the guest is staying. So here I am. I got my whole freaking setup down here. So I'm doing a live stream, and then I'm going to go to freaking bed. You see the lengths that I go to take care of you people? Anyway, welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance, everybody. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And we're going to check out Salesforce. Now, I haven't done a ton of research into this company, but my gut tells me there's something wrong here. There's something very, very wrong. So we're going to dig through the financials, and I'm going to give you my honest reaction to Salesforce. And I'm going to tell you why I would immediately discount this stock as a potential investment. Does that mean it's a bad stock? No, it doesn't. But it's all over the freaking place. And it's got a share dilution problem, okay? I talk about that all the time, but it's pretty significant. And you'll see there's a difference between their GAAP profit margin and their free cash flow margin. And what do you know? It's because of share-based compensation. All these freaking tech companies, I don't know what it is. Maybe they just have to like freaking, I don't know, pay their employees with stock. I guess that's how tech people do it. All these freaking tech companies have massive share dilution, high share-based compensation. It's such a freaking problem. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out Salesforce, my Salesforce. Now, I actually used something like this back in the day when I was a financial advisor. I was a financial advisor. Oh, yeah. And basically what it did is it brought together all the information you needed about a client. So let's say you brought a client in, you sold them a crappy whole life policy. You maybe refinance their debt. You get a commission from that. You invested them into crappy mutual funds with an upfront sales charge and high expense ratios. You did all that, and you could actually bring all their information together in one place and see it on a dashboard. Every time you had client communications, it was logged into CRM. I think it was CRM. And it was basically a very comprehensive thing. So Salesforce, I believe they've been around for a long time. And basically what they do is they help businesses, track and bring together a bunch of different departments from the business. That's basically what they do. It's software as a service. And it's all based in the cloud. Oh my God, the cloud. No one's in the cloud, bro. There's no competition there. So basically, I mean, we can read the definition, what they do. They create and supports CRM software that helps break down the technology silos between departments to give companies a complete view of their customer everywhere they interact with your brand. So it basically combines marketing, sales, commerce, service, and IT. And they can all, basically plug in because you don't want silos in your company, okay? You don't want like the marketing people not talking to the sales staff because you need synchronicity. You know what I'm saying? So we go look at CRM, my BRM. Over the past 5 years, it's up 93%. It's not bad, okay? Over the past year, it's down 26%. I mean, it hasn't gotten wrecked. Hold on a minute. It was 306, and now it's 175. So it's almost been cut in half since basically November 2021, which is fine. I mean, a lot of growth stocks got freaking wrecked. Now, the first thing I look at is I see, okay, price to sales ratio of 108. Now, that doesn't automatically disqualify the stock. And maybe there's a reason. Maybe they had a bad year or they had a one-time charge and that decreased the last 12 months of earnings. Maybe that could potentially be what caused the PE to be so high. But usually when I see a high PE like that, it means it's richly valued, obviously. Okay, the average of the S&P 500 right now is what, 21, something like that. And the historical average is 15. So 108 is pretty freaking rich. It's kind of like a Tesla. Oh yeah, Tesla. So let's go check out Salesforce, my Salesforce. Okay. They got a market cap of $175 billion. They got revenue trailing 12 months of 27. So that's roughly what, a price to sales of 7, something like that. We'll go look at the ratios. Net income of $1 billion. So they had $1 billion of revenue, of net income on $27 billion of revenue. That's pretty freaking bad. Okay. I don't know if that's a one-time thing or not. Forward PE 33, still pretty rich. And I don't really rely on forward PE because it's a bunch of clown analysts who we all know suck, basically saying, oh, I think the earnings are going to be this next year because I'm an analyst and I'm so smart. Okay. And we have a price target of 293. Oh, wow. That's so amazing. So we'll go look at some more ratios here. So we can see the market cap's been crushed. Enterprise value, I don't really use that. PE, look at the historical PE of this company. 228, 104, 150, 158, 173. It's pretty freaking ridiculous, okay? Price to sales, pretty richly valued. 8, 9, 9, 8, 6. Price to books, 4, 5, 5, 4. Price to free cash flow. So for $1 of free cash flow, you're paying $50, $43, $30. That's improving at least a little bit. Let's look at debt. Debt to free cash flow, not too bad. Nothing really crazy about that. And the current ratio is fine. So overall, there's some impressive things here, like, oh, return on equity. Look at that. Return on assets. Okay. But there's some issues with this company. Number one, it's richly valued. Number two, you go look at the income statement. So they have pretty massive revenue growth. Can't complain about that. Let's go look at their gross profit margin. Pretty high gross profit margin and pretty significant. However, we can see operating margin. So they have pretty significant sales and administrative expenses and research and development, probably because they have a very high gross profit, but that gets massively crushed, somewhere in between. So over the history of this company, their operating margin has been freaking trash. Now we can see their profit margin. They had a random spike in profit margin in the year of 2020. Now, this has to be a tax benefit, okay? Because you think about it, operating margin is all your expenses except for interest and taxes. So if you see a very low operating margin and then you see a high profit margin, they must have had some kind of tax benefit. And you can see their effective tax rate was 59%. So looking at this profit margin, that's crap, okay? So their most recent profit margin for the year 2021 was 5.5%. I mean, for a tech company, come on. And we go down and look, and we say, oh, look, free cash flow. Look at free cash flow, my ash flow. Pretty high, very, very high compared to profit margin. Well, that means they have a lot of non-cash expenses. Let's go look at what that is. Share-based compensation. Look at the share-based compensation. It's gone from 2018, $1.2 billion to 2021, $2.7 billion. I mean, look at that graph. Dilution, my solution. Okay. So that's why when these companies have high free cash flow and low profit margin, it's because of share-based compensation. That's a big part of it. And of course, they have depreciation, amortization. That's another big charge they have. So they must have either a lot of intangible assets or a lot of capital assets. Let's go look. Let's see. They have, oh my God. Look at their goodwill and intangibles. I don't know if there's a breakdown here. I wonder how much of this is goodwill. Let's see if they had any acquisitions. Acquisitions. Okay. So they had a massive acquisition. $14 billion in 2021. We go back and look at the balance sheet. Oh, their goodwill blew up massively. Remember whatchamacallit, Teladoc and Goodwill? Remember that, guys? Yeah. Pretty risky. Okay. So you look at their total assets, $95 billion, and you look at their goodwill, $59 billion. I don't like that. Okay. I'm not a big fan. All right. We can go look back at the income statement. So we looked at the profit margins. Look at the freaking diluted shares outstanding, up and up and up and up. So they're roughly diluting, year over year, 5%, 4%, 9%. Pretty freaking crazy. So I don't know what there is to like about this. I mean, yeah, they have great free cash flow. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but with that amount of share-based compensation and that much dilution, I don't know. And then you factor in all the goodwill. I don't know. Ever since I saw Teladoc get wrecked like that, I'm still terrified of companies with a lot of goodwill. Remember, goodwill is an intangible asset. You buy it, you acquire a business for more than the fair value of its net assets. You basically pay more than the business is worth. Fair value, not book value, fair value. That's how you get goodwill. So they overpaid for whatever business they bought because of some intangible quality that it has. Okay? I'm sure my son's not crying. Thank God. I can't do crap around this house anymore. So that's kind of my initial assessment. I mean, I don't know if my hero capital mindset is, let's see what the capital mindset has. When they issue more shares, their market cap gets bigger. Was that Sasha Yanshin? I'm actually interviewing him a little bit. So maybe he misspoke. I don't know. I'm not going to judge him that much. Let's see. They acquired Slack and Tableau. Ooh, I use Slack at work. Slack's okay. It's just like basically a freaking chat room. There's nothing really, super amazing about that. Let's see more comments. CRM is 69% of my portfolio. I don't know if you're trolling me or not, but that's pretty funny. I'm not happy. You better say it's good. If you say do you not like Salesforce capital mindset? I can't tell. Salesforce sucks. My boss's advisor was trying to get him to buy that crap at 220. Luckily, I talked him out of it. Yeah, I used the software when I was like, financial advisor. Oh, yeah, financial advisor. And it was okay. I mean, it has its uses, but I don't know. I hate these tech companies and their freaking share-based compensation. They have this massive, they have low profitability on a GAAP basis, which matches expenses to revenues. But they have high free cash flow because instead of paying their employees with money, they just give them shares and, screw the common shareholders. They're giving me all the new shares. I'm actually going to look at your channel, see if you've done reviews of the company. You are not the ape father. Otherwise, you would hire a nanny and tip her $150 every time. Man, I'm trying to buy VT, okay? I can't be paying these freaking nannies. Tom Nash recommended Salesforce as a hedge against inflation. You can fact check it on his podcast. What? I just drooled a little bit. I would love to sit down with Jack Ma. You think Jack Ma wants to sit down with you? But you are forgetting there. Okay, he totally doesn't like this company. I'm glad you don't like this company, okay? Didn't I make fun of, what was that stock I just reviewed? Dropbox. I would love to hear your thoughts on Dropbox because it's basically the same freaking thing. They have they're GAAP unprofitable from what I remember, and they had high free cash flow. Oh, they have high free cash flow because they basically pay their employees with stock. Jesus. Freaking ridiculous. Okay, let's see. We got echoes in the house. Stop analyzing stocks. Don't you know YouTube works? Just tell everybody it'll 10x. Man, you know how rich I would be if I freaking just pump penny stocks and crap stocks? What did I get myself into, man? Let's see. Salesforce ran today, which means it's an automatic buy. Oh, yeah, went up 10%. Yeah, so Jay Nagy actually messaged me about it. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And I was like, oh, of course. Of course. Of course. What stocks to buy with 1K? You should buy every stock in the world. How about that? So I know you're a tax accountant, but is tax better than audit? Give me some reasons. Okay, we'll go aside a little bit. I freaking hate audit personally. Audit is just like, it's freaking lame. It's like you have all these steps and you're like analyzing documents. Ooh, I found that you're off by 1 cent here. Oh my God. Whereas tax is just like, it's easier to be self-employed, I think, if you do tax. So that's it. I've not yet that okay, blah, 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 blah. Thank you for the $2. You've made my night. So anyway, that's it. My kid always starts crying. Well, now I have 2. He always starts crying at 11 p.m. on the dot every freaking night. So it's 10 p.m. right now. So I think I should try to go to bed before I get woken up at 11, and then 2, and then 5, and then 7. So Do you know why eToro calls VT, or is it just because I'm in the UK? Yeah, I don't know much about international, like buying, how people overseas can buy US securities. I think there's, you might have to pay extra fees or something. I don't really know, to be honest, but there is something going on with that. So I don't know. Beats me. Anyway, that's it. I would not buy Salesforce. It's trash. But if it goes up a lot, oh my God, you're wrong, strong man. Just like Unity went up. And then, oh wait, Unity went down massively because it's highly unprofitable share diluting trash. Just like CRM. All right, that's it. Talk to you later.